Welcome to Mixtapes. I'm your host, Eric Stanglin, and right next to me, as always, is my co-host, Mr. Mark Moots. Moots, we got a show for the folks today, don't we?
I think we do. I think this one's going to be
A rabbit hole?
interesting and a bit of a rabbit trail, but yes. Yeah, we're going to get sweet and sappy.
Yes, absolutely. If you haven't figured it out already, ladies and gentlemen, we are doing our Mount Rushmore of power ballads.
Yes.
And you want to kind of talk a little bit about what you are defining as a power ballad? I think our list might be a little different, but
Sure. So in my mind the power ballad is like it's not a straight ballad. It's not just a love song, right? It's kind of it's quiet, quiet, loud. There's dynamics to it. But the big thing is that there needs to be some heaviness or rock
yeah,
in your power ballad. It can't just be a love song.
got to have a guitar
um
solo, right?
well, yeah, it has to have a massive, like, epic guitar solo.
So it smells like Teen Spirit's out then? Because you basically just described Smells Like Teen Spirit without a
Well,
song.
no, because that isn't in the context of it. Needs to be
Yeah.
ballad like.
Yes.
um so let me give you one of the first songs I thought of when I started thinking about power ballads is Love Hurts
Ah,
by
okay.
Nazareth.
God, I hate that song.
Well, but I mean,
Yeah.
I another song I thought of was Lady by Styx,
Okay.
because that gets really bombastic, but it's also pretty sugary and you know.
Did you think of where it started, the power ballad?
So I was trying to,
Because that
and
just popped in my head right now with you
yeah,
just
I
saying
was
that.
so these are kind of like my proto power ballad songs, I
Right.
suppose,
Right.
that I could think of off the top of my head. And by all means, please, uh, listeners, feel free to comment away and tell me how fucking stupid I am. Um, I think I don't know what I would classify as the first one. I really don't. Like,
It's got to have
um,
distortion, right? So
yeah,
we got to be in like the early 70s, right? I mean, there's
it's got to be
distortion in the
70s.
60s, but it's got to be 70s, right?
Got to be 70s, I think. And that's what Love Hurts kind of was the first one that was like that's kind of a power ballad. I think Lady counts. Styx, wrote a
Yeah.
lot of ballads, and but like that song makes sense to me. I think
So we're thinking mid 70s, probably.
yeah, yeah, I think so. I mean,
Because
shit, Dream On, it's a bit power ballady. Not on my list, but
yeah, no, it wouldn't be on my list either, but like it could be power ballady. Yeah, you're not
I
wrong.
think so. At least a little, right?
Yeah.
Um, Amanda by Boston. Like,
Yeah.
and we're getting into late 80s, not at that point, but like,
Oh, right. Amanda was like what, 86 or something like that.
when did Stage 3 come out?
I want to say it was like 85, 86.
Yeah, maybe. I don't know. I mean,
Yeah.
I know it was a thing. It was
Yeah.
everywhere, but like, so there's like a lot of that. And then I think when we get into the 80s, like metal bands start doing,
Oh, yeah.
ballads.
Oh, yeah.
And predominantly, well, metal bands were doing it, but then bands with, you know,
The hair.
the hair really started doing it.
And then
And
that influenced the metal bands that started doing it. Hey, real quick, I want to give a shout out to your friend and mine, avid listener Jay Slater. He's
yeah.
absolutely going to love this episode.
Oh, great.
Yeah, so there's your shout out, Jay. I know you're going to enjoy this, and I know you're going to jump into the Facebook message group, and
Yes, please.
you are definitely going to throw in your 2 cents, which I cannot wait to hear.
No, man, light us up. And by the way, ladies and gentlemen, before we get too far along with this, please do let us pay attention for the keeping, subscribe, like,
All that
join
stuff.
all of
Yes.
our stuff. We appreciate every single one of you who shows up whenever you show up.
Yes.
And
100%.
anyway, on with the show.
On with the show. So, all right. So we're gonna say mid '70s. It'd be really fun to figure out when the first actual power ballad was.
Yeah, I mean, I can
Um,
Google. Um,
yeah, but how accurate is that going to be at the same time, too? Right?
Probably about as accurate as my brain.
Uh-huh.
Um, let's see.
Yeah, dude, that's so hard. I mean, I'm gonna talk while you Google real quick because
Yep.
like Changes is a ballad, but it's not a power ballad by
No,
Sabbath,
it's not.
right?
So, according to Google AI
Yeah,
and Loudwire
yeah. Drum roll,
and
please.
Wikipedia,
Yeah.
it's Lady by Styx.
Okay. All right. Which is
AI
not
also
on my
said
list.
the Carpenters' "Goodbye to Love" would be the one of the other
No,
ones, which is
no.
fascinating.
Yeah, no.
Um, "Dream On" is also on the list.
Yeah, I wouldn't put on. I wouldn't. You know another thing why I wouldn't put Aerosmith Dream On the list?
Yeah.
Because Aerosmith could almost have their own Mount Rushmore of ballads in the '80s.
Oh boy. Yeah.
I mean, like,
Look, man, they
Crying, Angel, What It Takes. I mean,
I very very purposefully omitted every single one of those from my list,
yeah.
um, because Moots has bullshit opinions. I don't like Aerosmith once they got sober. I only like cocaine Aerosmith.
That's it's funny.
I think
It's kind of not a bullshit opinion. I'll be really honest with you. Like,
no, I'm right.
you know,
Like the best shit is when they had snorted up half of Peru.
rocks, toys in the attic. Yeah, I mean,
Jesus, yeah, man. I
yeah,
mean,
we're not.
even Done with Mirrors is better than Permanent Vacation, ladies and gentlemen.
Yeah,
It is a slick, glossy, soulless record that I
but
can't stand.
but it's interesting that they created two separate careers.
Yeah, and
If
I
you
mean, it
really
obviously
think
worked
about
out
it,
really well.
yes,
Um,
which is pretty crazy when you think about it.
yeah, good for them.
All right, so yeah, because I think of like here's one I think of like Feel Like Making Love by Bad Company. Uh-oh. Did your power just go out?
No,
Cool.
but my light just turned off for some reason. Hold on.
Awesome. Yeah, I'll hold on. I'll talk about Bad Company, Feel Like Making Love. That one, or I love how you're wearing a Crowbar hoodie today too for our power ballad talk. Bad Company's got some of those tunes. Ready for Love, now that I'm thinking about it, but I don't remember when Bad Company was doing their Bad Company thing. And then they definitely lean into the power ballad stuff in the, I believe, early '80s, from what I remember. And for everybody on the audio, you didn't see what happened, but everybody in the video will probably see that because I kept talking the whole entire time. You try to figure out your light thing that looks like it's
Well,
going to go
apparently
out
my
again.
ring light died, so now we have the harshest of harsh
Sweet.
lights. I
Well,
hate
it's
it.
perfect. It's the wonderful contrast to our power ballad sappiness.
Yeah, and my Guar poster.
Yeah, see, works out perfect. So to
Yes.
so Bad Company, I feel like is one of those ones that almost teeters into the. I don't know when Bad Company was doing the Bad Company things early on, but
Mhm.
they definitely were leaning into that power ballad kind of land. But
I think
like,
so.
was it too soulful though? That's the other thing that's interesting when you think about it.
Well,
Because Paul Rogers,
yeah, I mean,
whew, great voice.
so great. One of the best.
Oh, hands
Um,
down.
I also I'm as I usually do. I'm thinking very metal centric for most of this.
You know what? I am too, and that's why when you said Nazareth, that surprised me.
Well, but I think Nazareth, if we're going to allow even the mention of Aerosmith, fucking Nazareth,
Yeah.
you know, I mean, really, because Hair of the Dog's a rocker and Last Flight is a rocker, you know.
Yeah. Oh, I mean, they're not.
They,
Yeah.
they were a hard rock band where I consider Bad Company a rock band.
I could see that for sure. I could totally see
Um,
that for sure.
but let me throw this at you. So then we have like Still Loving You,
Yeah, you're reading my mind.
and I mean,
You're
come
reading my
on.
mind.
If for that matter, you can go back further. Like the song "In Trance" is kind of a power ballad. It's my favorite Scorpions album. Everybody.
Well, and they had one of the worst ballads of all time, which you
Winds
can't.
change. Yeah.
Yeah, but like that's kind of not a power ballad because it doesn't talk
No.
about love. It talks about
Right.
basically the
Yeah. No.
world
I think it
changing.
has to be a love song. Speaking of which, Tesla's love song just went into my head.
Yeah.
Um. Not. Not gonna. I mean, yes, great song,
Yes.
but like, I don't. It's barely a power ballad. I think it's just a ballad.
We're gonna have multiple Mount Rushmores. It kind of feels like today.
I think it's possible because there's a bit of a sprawl here. And I think well let's think about that. So like you have Love Song by Tesla.
Yeah.
It it occurred to me that you could potentially put Silent Lucidity into this, but I thought no, because there's no power in that power ballad.
Correct.
It's very orchestral and
Correct.
but I also then got my Queensrÿche shout out in, so
Yeah. Bingo.
every fucking show. Also Goldilocks by King's X, power ballad for sure,
Yes.
but like too good to be on this list.
All right. Well, here's the thing. I mean, we could do the low hanging fruit
Yeah.
Mount Rushmore.
Yep,
I mean,
I got that ready.
I mean, like Home Sweet Home, Every Rose Has
Yep.
a Storm, November Rain, and pick the
Sure.
Bon Jovi tune.
Yep.
I mean,
Also,
you know what I mean? Like that's the boom for right there.
well, so I would add to that, yes, Home Sweet Home, obviously, because that was, dude, that was a big deal.
That was like that was kind of the first one that popped into my head. I'm not
It's
gonna lie.
easily the first one, and
That popped into my head.
because I remember like theater getting ready to come out and hearing they did a ballad and
Yeah, and you're
thinking
like,
what?
what?
And
Yeah.
but like Mick Mars's guitar solo is actually pretty great.
I just taught that song 2 weeks ago, the solo.
Yeah, the solo's cool.
It really is.
It's good. All right, so there's that one.
Hmm.
Mama, I'm Coming Home.
I don't put it in there.
Really?
I don't.
I think it's
It-
yeah.
Okay, here's another one I throw in there as my
Mhm.
4. If you're not going to throw a Bon Jovi tune in there,
Well,
I
I'm
remember
not.
you, Skid Row.
So I do have Skid Row, but I don't have that.
You don't have I Remember You?
No. You know me. I'm not gonna
What
give
the fuck?
you the
What do you... Hold on. I'm going to get my jersey card revoked here. In a darkened room?
No.
No. Well,
We'll get there. We'll get
okay,
there.
we'll get there. I'll let you get there.
Close My Eyes Forever.
That's a good under the radar one.
Thank you.
That's a good under the radar one. I mean, High Enough by Damn Yankees.
That is actually on one of my lists. Yeah, for sure. Not metal, but power ballad. Is This Love?
The, one of my favorite guitar solos of all time.
No, it's yeah.
Yeah, that's a great one too. Could you do Here I Go Again, or does that go to rock and never goes back to power
it's
ballad?
a rocker, I think. I don't think there's enough ballad in it.
Sure.
But Is This Love's a straight up like love song.
Alone Again by Dokken.
Yes.
You could do that one.
Ballad of Jane by LA Guns, I think, is a good under the radar. Like,
I think I told a funny story about that on the pod.
yeah.
Fuck. Winger, you could go Miles Away. You could go Headed for a Heartbreak. I mean, Headed for a Heartbreak was a big song in 88/89.
I would say even Bringing on the Heartbreak.
I can't put it there.
But it is a power ballad.
Yeah,
it is. You don't want to put it next to some of these songs that we're going to discuss, but Bringing on the Heartbreak is kind of, it's a power ballad to me.
Now, Don't Know What You
Heavy
Got.
on the power.
Now, Don't Know What You Got isn't because
that's a pretty chill song.
Right. Okay.
Yeah,
and
nobody's
fool isn't. I mean, because Nobody's Fool, you could put in that Bringing on the Heartbreak category.
I would count Nobody's Fool over Don't Know What You Got for sure. It's actually on a shout out list.
Yeah,
so I think Nobody's Fool's it's great, but it's a power ballad. in my
Um,
mind.
Flight of the Angels, is that too heavy?
No, that I think that counts.
That counts. I will throw a shout out here. I think
Hmm.
we're just kind of riffing right now.
Yeah, yeah.
We'll get to the mountain. Goodbye to Romance. I would put over Mom, I'm Coming Home.
I
And no one
totally
talks about that
disagree.
one. No one talks about that one, but that's
I
one I
think
would.
I don't think there's a guitar solo, but like there's no big heavy guitars.
Yeah, that's a good point.
Like
Yeah,
Mama
that's
I'm
right,
Coming
because it's
Home
kind of
is
chill. You need the you're
uh,
talking about the big punch in the chorus.
you
Like,
need the big
yeah,
swell of riff that
yeah.
happens. The power and the ballad.
And the ballad, the peanut butter and the jelly.
That's exactly it.
So
Yes.
like I Won't Forget You by Poison
Not for
doesn't
me.
work. Okay,
No.
here's one. Here's one. How about Alone by Heart?
So yeah, that's one I would count.
Right?
That is a power ballad for sure.
Right?
Yeah.
Uh
And Jesus Christ, the vocals.
Sister Christian.
Yeah.
Yeah. With the motoring part. Okay, Heaven from Warrant.
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that might be close
Although
to
that
the
is not the
Rushmore,
Warrant
but it's
song on my list.
from Warrant.
Yeah.
I Saw Red.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, yeah, honestly,
That's
that's a
Jesus
well written
Christ.
song.
It's I've said it before, I will say it again. That is like a perfectly crafted song.
Yeah.
Should
So
be a hit.
we're not going to get in trouble. So like we didn't forget songs like Open Arms by Journey because that doesn't get
Not a
there.
metal band. Um,
The Flame doesn't get there by Cheap Trick,
I think the Flame deserves to be acknowledged, but
but
no,
it's not
it's this is not that list.
right.
I do have, well, one, I would say The Price by Twisted Sister.
I knew
There's
you're
my
going to get
Twisted
it.
Sister shout out.
I knew you're going to get Twisted
But
Sister
watch
shout out
this
there.
one.
Okay.
Nothing else matters.
You know what's funny, dude? You were reading my mind. I was kind of having that ace in the
Mhm.
sleeve right there, ace in the hole, because I alluded to it earlier in the conversation where I said then some metal bands ended up
Mhm.
having power ballads. That is straight up a power
Straight
ballad.
up.
That
Yep.
is,
1000%. Like that
but
is it.
can you go backwards and say that Fade to
Fade to Black.
Black? Could you say Fade to Black's a power
Not
ballad?
a love song.
That is true. That is true. Good point. See,
Yeah.
this is a
Um,
fun conversation, folks,
this is
because
good. We'll get somewhere with it soon. The other song that popped into my head is "See You in My Dreams" by that band Giant with Dan Huff on the guitar.
oh yeah, I never got into Giant, so I'm not.
The album's well, goddamn, he's a great guitar player. But like that song, "See You in My Dreams," you can look it up later. That is a quintessential power ballad that probably should have been a big hit and just flooded market. What are you going to do? You obviously we have to at least say the name Firehouse and probably Striper, and then we can just drop it.
Yeah, you're not wrong. I also think there should be kind of a Mount Rushmore of non.
Of
Um,
Striper ballads.
oh God. Yeah, I mean, it's kind of funny. You could do, you know, we could do. Maybe we'll do it some other time. Do a Mount Rushmore of bands doing ballads. So you just
Hmm.
pick the band on the Mount Rushmore of like who has the most ballads that just pop
Oh
off in
man,
your head. Carrie by Europe. Is that
you
considered?
fucker.
Is
Um,
that considered?
how dare you? How dare you?
Uh,
Yeah, I mean,
yeah.
yeah,
Never Say
obviously.
Goodbye by Bon Jovi's another one.
Well, Bon Jovi's got
Does
a list.
does Faithfully count by Journey?
Mm,
Right? That kind of teeters on
but it
the.
doesn't get. It's not. I guess there is that kind of big swell, isn't there?
That's why I thought about it.
I don't know. Maybe into the proto category. Um, I'm not willing to give Journey, not because I don't like them.
Yeah, yeah.
It just feels wrong to include them in like a metal conversation. But if I'm gonna say Styx, like wrote Lady, and that's the first power ballad, then sure, Journey. we could talk about them in that context, and I will allow it.
No, so tired, right?
No, man, what a bummer that is. No, so tired because again, that's not a. It doesn't get heavy.
No, it doesn't. It's very Beatlesque. People don't realize
Super
how
Beatles. Well, yeah.
Ozzy. There's a lot more Beatles in Ozzy than people
Even Goodbye
realize.
to Romance has a
Oh my
fair
God,
amount of
especially that
Fab Four.
outro. Dude,
Yeah.
that outro is so Beatles.
So like, no, I think if Ozzy's power ballads are Mama and Close My Eyes Forever with Lita.
Would you consider Tonight a power ballad by Ozzy?
I don't know.
That's pretty damn close.
I'm gonna piss off all of our Randy Rhodes friends, but like I couldn't even tell you what that song sounds like. Like
Oh,
I
yeah.
haven't heard it in so long. And yeah, let's just double down. You know me, I don't really listen to those records
Right.
ever.
Well, I mean, yeah,
Like I'm just not into them.
yeah, yeah.
So like I could not tell you what Tonight sounds like. So I guess I don't have an opinion on that.
Okay. All right. Let's now are you doing this as it's yours or you're doing it
No, I'm
as
always doing it as it's mine.
okay,
That's been the position
sure.
and the hill that I have
And
decided to die on.
I've always kind of been the guy that just thinks
No,
of
you're doing it the right way.
yeah.
And I'm the asshole who's like, yeah, I don't want to play by anybody's rules.
Yeah, but that's kind of cool too though, because then we get two distinct,
Mm-hmm.
you know what I mean?
Yeah, like
Like
my criteria is always the same. It's like, do I like it? Is it good? Like,
right.
and I will always give credit where credit is due. You can watch the glam metal episode we did where it was like, I agree with everything I said, but like, you're not going to find that as the popular opinion.
Sure. Well, let's get into
Do a
the
little top four here.
Yeah, let's do that. I'm going to start off with this one, and you'll probably do the same. Home Sweet Home. We just talked about it. It's kind of like, in my opinion, the power ballad that kicks off power ballads. I mean, we talked about stuff in the '70s. We talked about trying to figure out what's the first power ballad, stuff like that. But in my mind, thinking about that time period, that's the most important power ballad. It's early MTV. It starts it I think that's the one that starts the wave of like label people going, you need a ballad.
Oh yeah,
We need a ballad to be the second song that we release or the third song that we release on your record.
yeah.
I think that's the blueprint one, personally.
No,
Checks all the boxes.
I completely agree, and I think everything you said is accurate. It is like sort of like when we were doing the glam episode, and you were like, Motley Crue has to be in Poison, right?
Yeah.
And I was like, totally. So that
Yeah.
is not on my list.
Of course not. I have to put it on there. I mean, I just
No, you have to because you're the straight man in this.
I am the straight man.
I'm the wild card.
All right, what's your first one?
Song of my top four is "Alone Again" by Dokken.
Okay. Okay.
And mostly because I remember getting that album, and I loved Tooth and Nail so much.
Yeah.
But Alone Again, for me, it really does tick all the boxes without getting terribly cheesy.
True. Seductive Don is in control then. He's not too seductive.
He's restrained. He's taking it easy, pacing himself. I mean the solo's killer.
Yeah.
The hook's good.
Yeah.
There's that funny little "I said stay" the keyboard stab that cracks me up. I think it's a great song, and I think that that's a good one.
It's great on the live record too.
It really is. Yeah.
Yeah. I heard on the live record before because Tooth and Nail was not one of the records I owned during the beginning of my Dokken phase.
Okay.
I had Under Lock and Key,
Mm-hmm.
and then I had Back for the Attack because it was like right
Oh
within a
yeah,
year,
of course, yeah.
and then I had the live record, and then I went backwards.
Yeah, see, I remember seeing the video for Breaking the Chains on like Night Flight or something
Yeah,
and thinking that was amazing, but I didn't get it. And then when Into the Fire, right?
yeah.
Tooth and Nail, and I bought that like immediately, and I saw them opening for Dio on the
Oh,
Last in Line tour.
very cool.
Benefits of being a fucking old bastard. Um,
I do like that choice.
I think it fits perfectly for what we're talking about.
It does, and it's funny because for me, they're like, and this is I'm not doing anything against them, but they're like a C-level ballad band for me in terms
Oh,
of
for sure.
like, you know what I'm saying? So like, they weren't on the radar in that sense.
Yep. No, I get it.
All right, so my number two is going to be November Rain.
Okay.
And the reason why is that was another, I think, game changer in terms of people really pushing the boundaries and making music videos almost long form events. Whether you
Yeah.
liked it or you hated it, that was a pretty big deal. There's iconic parts of that video that people can still recall, like Slash playing the guitar solo outside the church and the whole church thing. I mean, it was, say what you want to say about Axl Rose. He definitely has
Okay.
vision. And you're like, okay, can I start? um, he has vision, and
Sure.
I still teach that song.
Yeah.
And you know what I teach of that song? I teach that first guitar solo.
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
don't teach the badass ending solo. I literally teach that first guitar solo, and
Interesting.
it's iconic. And they had ballads. Obviously, Patience is one, but that's not a power ballad. Sweet Child of Mine, I do not consider a power ballad.
Nope.
Um, it's, I mean, and they had a short run of a time period. I mean, they're still touring and playing ginormous domes, but really, Guns N' Roses is 86 to 90, 91,
Yeah.
90, 92. I mean, that's like realistically, but I just think that one was too important to leave off the list. I mean, I was like, whatever about it.
Hmm.
I like My Appetite Guns N' Roses. That's the Guns N' Roses I like. I think if, it's the whole stupid thing that people, I'm not going to go into this forever, but if Illusions is one record instead of two, like that helps out. I think that was a really stupid move on their part, but they still sold 11 million records, so
Hmm.
whatever. But I just think it's too iconic to leave off a list.
Sure.
And I know it's not on your list.
No. 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 I uh I'll just leave it at this. You said love it or hate it. I'm the latter of those
Yeah.
two.
Yeah,
Um,
yeah, I
I
knew.
fucking hate that band. Sorry.
You
And
did like the
boy,
first record though.
no,
You didn't like the first record?
no.
I thought you did.
I think that. All right.
All right, give me your number two.
My number two is going to be "Wasted Time" by Skid Row.
You can't
No.
because it's about heroin.
Yeah, but he loves heroin.
So it's going to be a love song about heroin? That's a
Aren't they
great
all?
fucking song, and I love that guitar solo.
Yeah. Oh
That's
my
one of my
god.
favorite
The
guitar solos of all time
vocals at
from
the
Skid
end,
Row.
crazy.
Oh, dude, yeah, but I don't think you can put it on there.
Hmm.
It's literally about like dealing with heroin addiction.
Hmm.
Yeah,
You're not going to allow.
I can't.
Okay.
I have to veto you
All right. All
if
right. That's
it's
fine.
not about love. But
That's well.
you've got plenty. You got plenty you could pop
I
into that
do.
slot.
I do. I do. I do. I will. You know what? I'm gonna just because I'm gonna then say it's gonna be Nobody's Fool.
I'm not going to disagree with you at
Yeah.
all. That's a
Um.
that's a good. And yet again, another song I just taught a couple weeks ago.
Mhm. Yeah.
There's
I
this
think
resurgence of '80s stuff again, which I'm
it's a
enjoying
real
greatly.
thing, man.
I'm enjoying it.
Um.
Yeah,
Yeah, I
good
mean, I
choice.
wasn't prepared to give a dissertation, but I certainly I covered that in like my high school band.
Nice.
It's night songs. I mean, we've talked about it
Yeah,
a
great,
lot,
great
but like
record.
it's such a good record, and that song,
That song was important.
it's real important. I mean, I can still see the video with the girls with the stupid outfits and the sad girl who's not a rocker, but the magic of rock and roll makes her a rocker, and that's a weird, really weird narrative to pull, but fair enough. The yeah, it's great. I think it's a great song, and I think it ticks all these boxes. So that'll be in
100%.
my. I still think, Waste of Time is also amazing, but I'll concede to your.
Oh, and by the way, if you sign up for the Patreon, we're going to get this going soon. We're going to be doing the whole watch alongs.
Oh
And
yeah,
I think it would absolutely be hysterical to do 80s power ballad watch along
boy, it would
videos.
be, yeah,
Oh my
yeah,
God, there's just so much. Yeah, there's so much there. Yeah, that's the song I think that pushes Cinderella into having the career. I
yeah.
really do. I mean, I know, because what was the first single off that record?
Um,
It wasn't Nobody's Fool, was it?
no, it wasn't. It was
So it wasn't Somebody Save Me.
what?
Shake Me?
It was Shake Me, and then Somebody
Which
Save Me, I think, and then Nobody's Fool, or vice
I
versa.
think
The
it's vice
last two,
versa. I think it's
but
vice
Shake
versa.
Me was the first single.
Yeah, I mean, Nobody's Fool was the one that I think really
Oh, they blew the fuck up.
kind of hooked him. You
But that
got
was the formula, yeah. I
it was
mean,
definitely the formula, man. I mean, by 80, I mean 86, yeah, for sure, because
mhm,
that record came out in 86.
yeah, that's how it worked.
I like
You
that
know,
choice. I really do like
cool,
that choice.
cool.
And you know what's funny? Tom Kiefer could write a great song, and
Yeah.
he could be, if they had more of a career, longevity wise, he could be on that ballad. Like
Oh, for sure.
Heartbreak Station's a great song.
Yep.
Don't know what you got's a great song. I mean,
Yeah.
he
No,
had
there's
some.
they had a handful, and I mean, he's still going.
He's still going,
Um,
yeah, and his
you
voice
know,
is sounding good again,
yep.
which
Well, he had some
really happy
trouble.
for you, Tom.
Yeah.
Like, can't
Yeah.
imagine
Come on
that.
the show, Tom. We
Oh
had
yeah,
fun.
come on our little show, Tom.
I
We
would
will.
love it.
I would love it too. All right, so being the New Jersey guy I am, I would lose my card carrying status if I did not put Bon Jovi on this list.
Ah, but which one?
Well, I'm not putting Wanted Dead or Alive on because that's
Yep.
about being on the road.
And it's not really powery enough. I
Um,
don't.
I can go two directions on this one.
Sure.
I could say Never Say Goodbye,
Mm-hmm.
right? But that's more about friends
Sure.
than, so I'm going to say no to that one. You could say I'll Be There for You,
Mm-hmm.
right? Um, but the one that I like better than that, but it's not really a ballad, is Living in Sin.
I don't even know that one.
Oh, it's a great tune. It's a great tune. I'm going to say I'll Be There for You because that's the one that people know.
Okay.
And yeah, that's the one I'm going to say because I
Okay.
can't,
Yeah.
because you could say Bed of Roses, but I'm not saying Bed of Roses. I don't like that
It's
song.
funny when you said Bon Jovi, the song that popped into my head was Never Say Goodbye.
Yeah. Yeah.
But like, yeah, totally.
Yeah.
I mean,
I'm gonna say
they
I'll be
had
there for
some,
you.
you know.
Well, you always knew you're gonna get some anthemic power ballad from Slippery When Wet and on. I'm sure there's one on 7800 Fahrenheit.
I don't remember, and I liked that record, but
Yeah.
I don't remember if there's a ballad on it. There might be. Um, it's been so long since I gave a shit.
Yeah, yeah. Yeah. And yeah, that's what I'm gonna go with because I do think that's, I mean, there's a lot of iconic Bon Jovi ballads. I mean, like, and really, if you're noticing, like that
Not really on
86,
78.
what'd you say?
Maybe Silent Night a ballad? I don't
Uh,
remember. But like In and Out of Love, King of the Mountain, Hardest Part is the Night, Price of Love, Silent Night, Always Run to You, Only Lonely, Tokyo Road, To the Fire, Secret Dreams. Like I say, I don't remember. Let's see if I just add ballad to my search. Sorry, talk amongst yourselves, folks.
Yeah, the topic is power ballads.
This is important.
The topic is power ballads. No,
Uh,
it's
Only Lonely and In and Out of Love were the singles, but like neither of those are ballads at all.
no,
I don't know.
no.
No, no. So
Yeah, I'm
I don't
taking
know.
a quick check too because I just, like I said, I don't want my New Jersey friends being like,
Sure.
"Hey, what the fuck? You forgot this one." I mean, and I'm
Forget
thinking
about it.
classic stuff too because obviously there's ballads later on in Bon Jovi's career, but to me, it's like I think you got to be in that 83 to
Well,
92 little
that's the
pocket.
sweet spot we're talking about.
You know what I'm
So
saying?
yeah,
I think that's where you got to be. Because if you ever liked Bon Jovi other than 7800 Fahrenheit, I will recommend the These Days record. That's a pretty dark record as you get into that record
hmm.
further on. That's an interesting record.
No,
Um,
I had Slippery, and after that, I
then
even during that, I was
you
like,
were checking out,
I
yeah.
don't want to do this.
Yeah, I don't. Yeah, Yeah, no, I think it has to be. I'll be there for you.
Sure.
I do love Never Say Goodbye. You know who I love when Sambora sings it. He was
Yeah,
he
I don't know if
he
I've
was
ever.
doing that on his solo tour,
Hmm.
and he did a great job. But yeah, I can't. That's the one, man. Sorry,
Okay.
and sorry, ladies and gentlemen. Wanted Dead or Alive is not a power ballad. It's
No,
not.
not at all.
Doesn't talk
No.
about love. It's got the power ballad tendencies, but not really. All right, moving on. What's your next one?
Heading for a Heartbreak,
Man, I can't disagree with you on that one.
Bulletproof,
I
guarantee it. Like
I
that is
can't disagree with you on that one.
everything that
Yeah.
you would want from a power ballad.
Yes.
And as we have discussed, that solo at the end is just stupid.
Yeah. Dude.
And Kip sings so good on that. I mean,
He's
look,
smart on it too.
folks, Kip Winger gets a lot of shit.
He does.
And some of it, I get it. Today's lens and 17 is not okay.
Yeah, but we can even go
But the
back to
song is good.
1988 lenses.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. It's
The
still
the
kind of weird.
the Britney Spears headphone dude, the
Yeah.
microphone did
No,
him.
I mean,
That was
I
Billy
mean,
Squire video blunder. I mean,
well, yeah. I
that
mean,
was
they leaned into his good looks and,
which is understandable in that
bless him,
time
he's got them.
period, but
So,
like, good Lord, dude.
but the dude can write a song
He
and
absolutely can.
he can fucking sing.
Yeah,
So,
and think about that song for a second. That does not follow your typical ballad
not at
blueprint.
all.
And
No.
and I remember as like a 13-year-old kid, probably maybe 14-year-old kid hearing that song and just being like, "Wow, that's like that's really cool." Because when you
Hmm.
think it's going to then you're like, "Oh, wait a second, what's this little part?" And then you
Yeah.
get that just amazing guitar solo.
Yeah, I think it's one of those tunes that is just so well crafted and
It really
executed
is.
that like I get it. Like the ones you're listing again are like, yeah, but
No, that's a
this
great
song is
choice.
arguably potentially a better song than the ones you're listing. At
Reb,
least two of them. At
Reb,
least
you
two of
hear
them.
how much you love talking about your great guitar playing.
Yeah.
Let us know if you're
Shit.
not busy enough to come on the show now because we would love
You're,
to talk to you about
I
this
would love
stuff.
to. I'd like to talk to Kip.
Yeah. Well, you never know, right?
You never know.
That's a great choice. Okay, so I got my last one on the Rushmore, and ladies and gentlemen, my Rushmore is literally just songs that I think are.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know how you don't have a Rushmore without Every Rose Has a Thorn.
Sure.
I don't know how you do. I mean,
Sure.
if you're doing it the way I'm doing it today,
Yeah. If you're
I
doing it the right way, yes.
I don't know how you don't. And I think I'll give my little Mount Rushmore of my favorite power ballads after this. But
Okay.
I don't see how you don't. So I don't think anything needs to be said about this. People still cover it. It almost sounds like a country song. It's been covered by plenty of country people. It's one that people just they remember, and there's a lot of memories to it. And Poison was definitely known as that ballad band. Um, Life Goes On, I think, is a cooler tune for a power ballad band from that band, but like the iconic one is, I mean, I Won't Forget You off the first record, but this is the tune if we're talking about a Mount Rushmore of power ballads in
Sure.
my criteria. So
Yeah, I
that's
would say they're right there with Home Sweet Home just a couple of years later
yes, and they
as far as
definitely
importance.
and they make the Mount Rushmore of bands doing ballads, in
Hmm.
my opinion. I mean, they
Yeah.
really do. So
Yeah.
that's my number four. What is your number four, sir?
I Saw Red by Warrant.
I can't disagree. It's a great call too because Heaven's the one everyone's going to think about.
Yeah, and it's a decent song.
It is.
I Saw Red's a great song.
It's a great song.
Like, and I've said it before, I don't know why some country artist hasn't made a cover of that and had it just blow sky high.
Yeah.
It is a country song,
Yes.
but it's through the lens of Aqua Hold or Aqua Net Supermax, and leather pants, and but like Jesus Christ, it's the lyrics are great, the melody's really smart.
Yep.
Janie sings awesome.
And Mike Slammer plays a great guitar solo.
Mike Slammer kills it on that guitar solo, boy.
For those that don't know, Mike Slammer is not in the band Warrant. You can do your research on Google.
Great guitar player.
Yes, absolutely.
Yeah, I just think that like we've discussed, I was never a Warrant fan. I do try as much as possible, unless I just have a lot of hate in my heart for the band. I will give credit where credit is due.
Yeah,
Um,
as you should, right? You know, I think
I
that's
mean,
one thing we
I'm a
screw up on.
reasonable snob. You know, that song and like Uncle Tom's Cabin and a couple others, like Warrant,
Yes.
man, they could write tunes, dude.
Uncle
And
Tom's
like,
Cabin was yeah.
it's a ripper.
Yep.
Like, it's just a great tune.
And we've talked about that one. The intro's played by Jane Lane's brother.
Yeah. Yeah.
That might be the hardest guitar part on that record.
It's crazy.
Try playing that, folks, if you play guitar. It is not easy to catch that tone and that feel and that timing. The timing's weird in that because there's no drums. It's obviously not played to a click, but it's
No, and I
very
think
cool.
I saw them at the Rib Cook-Off a couple years ago.
Oh, really?
And
Robert Mason?
yeah,
Yeah.
great fucking singer.
Great singer.
Jesus Christ,
Great singer.
He's great. But they that was tracks when they
Oh,
played
really?
Uncle Tom's Cabin, but it was a track.
Ah, that's a shame.
But boy, when they kicked in, it was like,
Yeah, dude.
fuck yeah. I mean, I think it was a track. For the people who don't live in Reno, you can get a drink of water. They don't let you go to the stage anymore at the Rib Cook-Off.
What?
It's in the Rib Village, so you have to see the band well. You either peek through the fence or you have to pay the.
That's
whatever.
crazy. So oh wow.
So we were standing kind of back, and
Oh wow.
and we only saw, I think, Heaven, Uncle Tom's Cabin, and Down Boys maybe, and then
Okay.
we like walked away.
Sure. Sure.
Because they were starting Cherry Pie, and I went, nah,
No. Yeah.
good.
Yeah. R.I.P. Jenny Lane. We know you didn't like
poor
that song.
bastard. That poor guy.
Dude, it's just such a
He's a
there's
talented cat.
there's a very deep story behind that.
Yes.
If you peel back some of the layers, and we're not going to talk about that today because we're talking about power ballads,
Yes.
but there's some understanding of why the substance abuse was there.
Mhm.
I'll just put it that way.
Yep, for sure.
I think both of our lists are very cool. I'm glad you went with your favorites. I went with the practical ones that people would go, "How did you leave this off?" And well, I didn't. And that's but I'll give you quickly my top four.
Sure.
In no order. I'm definitely going to say "Don't Close Your Eyes" by Kix.
That's a great.
It's a great one. It's got such a cool little slinky solo.
Yep.
I will definitely say "Nobody's Fool." That
Yeah.
was another one. I will say "Love Song" by Tesla.
Nice.
That was a tune that I loved the intro, the very
Yeah.
beginning intro, and I remember learning that song from Kurt Mitchell over
Mm.
3,000 miles away. Learn to burn, Kurt Mitchell. Love you, brother. Thank you for basically making me a guitar player. And God, number four. What would I put for number four? Um, I'm going to put Tonight by Ozzy Osbourne because it's got a killer guitar solo. The lyrics are great. It's well constructed. Um, you should listen to that sometime the next day or two, Mr. Moots.
All right.
That's my four. Um, what you want to do some honorable mentions? Because I think we
Well, I
should.
was just thinking that we haven't even discussed I'll Never Let You Go.
Oh, Jesus.
It just has to be mentioned.
It has to
Um,
be mentioned. I mean, that dude's voice, holy
oh,
God.
it's bananas.
I mean, we could do like, and I'm not joking about this, folks. We could easily do a 4 hour show on power ballads from that time
Hmm.
period. I mean, here's one that's not a power ballad, but it could go into that. I mean, I don't know. What would you even call this one? This is interesting. More Than Words. What would you call More Than Words?
It's just a ballad.
Right. But
That
like,
and Wholehearted, I would kind of put in the same thing.
To Be With You. That's
Yeah,
another one that's just a
ballad.
ballad, but I mean
Yeah.
like, there's so many I Still Love You by Kiss.
I considered that pretty
Forever,
heavily.
Forever by Kiss was an
Yes. And
enormous one.
forever, I think counts for
Oh,
sure. I just
that
don't care
100.
for it. Honestly.
Save Your Love
Um,
by Great White.
yeah, it's a pretty good one.
Miles Away by Winger.
Yeah, and that if they hadn't written Headed for Heartbreak, Miles Away is a good. It's a like a true power ballad.
It 100% is.
Heading for a Heartbreak's a little smarter, I would say, like more clever. Clever is a better word.
Yeah, it's funny. There's so much like meat on this bone.
Yeah,
I mean, it's crazy because, like you said, like we talked about the Aerosmith stuff in the beginning. Um, you could talk about the bands like Metallica, like Nothing Else Matters.
yeah,
Like they kind of, think about Van Halen when Sammy Hagar comes in.
yeah. Lots of them.
You know, um, could All Wait be a ballad? No. Power
No,
ballad? No.
no, not at
No.
all.
Um, man, there's a lot. I mean, there's so many. Giving Yourself Away by Rat.
See, so I was trying to think about Rat, and I don't think Rat has even written a proper ballad.
It's kind of funny. I kind of don't disagree with you, and I think that's the closest they got.
Think maybe Giving Yourself Away, maybe like Between the Eyes. But no.
Isn't it
Yeah.
weird though that they didn't go there when everybody was going there
Well, I don't think they could because
because of Piercy's voice?
all due respect
Yeah, yeah,
to
of
Stan
course,
Piercy,
of
he
course.
is not a singer.
No,
He doesn't have that voice. I don't think he could do it. And it wouldn't have worked. Like he has this really cool, like nasally, kind of raspy.
which totally works for like Wanted
Yeah.
Man and
Oh my
Lay It
God. Yeah.
Down and
For
like
what they do, it's perfect. And he
perfect.
was
Yes,
completely unique.
yes.
But like you try to get him to sing a love song, never gonna happen.
No, you're not wrong. You know who we missed?
Hmm.
REO Speedwagon.
So they,
I
yeah,
mean,
dude. I mean, keep on loving you.
yes, yes,
Fucking what a. I
yes.
mean, I still have my vinyl of High Infidelity from when I got it when I was, 9 or whatever when it came out.
Right.
It's a great fucking record. And honestly, that's funny because that's a big miss because like it's
Yes.
way heavier than Lady.
Yes.
Like because REO, and I don't remember the guitar player's name, and that's a shame because I know he's passed
He's
on and all
really
that, but
good
like
too. I can't
he's
remember his name
so
either.
good. Those
Yeah.
that I just remember hearing that pick slide and
Yeah.
being like, what is
Yeah.
that?
There's a lot of Yeah.
That's a great one because that is a fucking fantastic song.
I got another one for you.
Mm.
And this one's interesting because this band kind of flies under the radar because I believe they were a super group, but I believe that they kind of didn't fit in anywhere. You know what I mean? Like they
Hmm.
just like you couldn't put them anywhere. They didn't they kind of weren't a hair band. They were kind of a rock band, but not really. When I See You Smile by Bad English.
I mean,
Am I wrong? That song was fucking huge.
it was massive. Yeah.
And that's the one with like Neil Sean was in that band,
Neil
right?
Sean, John White.
And there's
John
somebody
White
else
was,
that was famous that
yeah,
was in that
yeah, I
band.
can't remember.
Yeah. But like that was that band where it was like they weren't a hair metal band. They they were
No.
kind of like a rock band, but not a rock band. Like
I mean, I think they were, I had the cassette, I think. And it was rocky,
yeah, but not, you know,
but not, I mean, Hardline was more rockin' than, Bad English. And that
hard
was Neil
line.
Sean too. So
Yeah.
Hot Sherry, not a
God,
ballad, not good, arguably. Good singer. And Dean on drums, Dean Tech Castronova.
oh, there you go. There you go.
Yeah.
Yeah, Firehouse could be on that. I think Firehouse is on that mountain of
Firehouse is in the conversation because Love of a Lifetime, as we again discussed, it was like inescapable.
inescapable.
Like it was ubiquitous.
And
I'm
we've
just going to
talked
keep
about
throwing
how
out 25-cent words. You can pay me
yeah,
back.
yeah. I mean,
But it was just, and I was in the record store at that point. So like we were
dude,
selling the fuck out of
how
Firehouse.
many cassette singles were you selling of that
So
fucking
many,
right?
so many.
That just dated me and you right there, but
Yeah.
because the
Casingle.
cassette single was a thing, dude.
It really was. No, we sold a bucket load of them. And I mean, All She Wrote was a cool song. I remember.
Hey, look, man,
Mhm.
I like Bill from Firehouse. I thought he was a very underrated guitar player.
Yeah, I remember. I remember hearing that's All She Wrote was like the first song on the album, and I was like, "Oh,
Yeah,
this is cool." And
yeah,
then I, to be perfectly honest, I lost interest like immediately. But credit where credit is due. They were players and they were good writers. So, and that guy
yeah.
could sing, man.
No, the guy could definitely sing. Rest in peace.
Yeah, yeah,
Um,
good stuff.
yeah, I mean, there's so much.
There really is. It can just, it's funny because it can just keep going and going. Because, like you said, every metal band at some point, most metal bands at some point had something that could be considered a ballad.
Yeah,
I mean, shit, Testament wrote a song called The
the
Ballad
ballad. Yeah,
on Practice. And yeah, that's a power ballad,
yeah,
technically. In as much as, I mean, it's heavier than Nothing Else Matters
yeah.
when it gets going. And Chuck can sing. So that counts,
Chuck can sing for sure.
you know?
It's man, I tell you what, it's been a fun conversation because it's kind of one of those conversations you realize as we're talking. I mean, I don't know if you have, but I'm sure you have. I don't want to speak for you. You're kind of realizing more and more like how this time period of music died. Like
Yeah.
we are literally can tell you guys we can do a show for at least 3 hours on
Mhm.
power ballads. And like if that's not over flooding the market, I
Yeah.
don't know what is. And because I think there's a lot of things that killed hair metal, whatever you want to call
Mhm.
it. I really do.
I
And
do too.
and I do think the songwriting was underrated, and I do believe that because you see how it's like is back in the public eye and thriving
Hmm.
compared to like we're getting these like Creeds doing some like fucking boat cruise thing.
Yeah, they
And
have the Creed cruise.
yeah, and then there's all these other like, you know, like certain eras of time where they're doing these like revivals, but like none of them are really strong, man, if you think about it. But
Yeah.
like the bands that we have talked about, like the Bon Jovi, if John's voice wasn't just shot, like
Yeah.
they could be playing stadiums in the summer. They literally could. They have that
Oh
big.
yeah.
I mean, Def Leppard. You know,
Yep.
Def Leppard, Journey, and Poison played stadiums like
Hmm.
football and baseball stadiums. There's a lot of these Guns N' Roses is playing stadiums. I mean, like
Yep.
you're talking about a time period where like Mötley Crüe, I just saw Mötley Crüe, Tesla, and Extreme just launched a tour.
Oh wow.
Yeah,
Okay.
it's going to be I think this summer or something.
Sure.
So like these bands are still doing it where they were almost extinct by what,
Hmm.
94?
Oh yeah.
I mean,
Yeah.
that was crazy to think like you're almost extinct off the earth. And I mean, would you have ever thought this? I mean, it's weird to think 2026, but would you ever thought, let's say, this shit started happening, what, 2018, probably something like that, somewhere around there. If I told you in 1997, hey, Moots, in about 30 years, like Bon Jovi and Def Leppard and Poison and Journey, they're all going to be playing football stadiums. You'd be
Yeah. I
like,
wouldn't have.
sure, Stang on whatever.
I'd be like, yeah, cool story, bro.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But like you
No,
see it
and
happening.
it's crazy, and I mean, it translates across like fucking Limp Bizkit is legitimately big again, and I don't know what's going on in the world when that happens.
I
Um,
I don't either. Sorry, Jay Slater.
no,
Uh,
I'm not sorry, Jay. I think you're a nice guy, but I'm not a Limp Bizkit apologist. I don't think they deserved any of their success.
I don't think we have a
But
lot of Limp Bizkit fans listening to the podcast. I
oh
think you're going to be
well,
okay. I don't think the pitchforks are that sharpened for that
yeah,
take.
I'm not worried about it.
Yeah.
They can. It's just one of
You're,
those days.
you're not worried about them breaking
Um,
stuff?
no, I'm like a chainsaw. It's so
Oh,
stupid.
God.
See what I'm saying, people?
Yeah.
Anyway, by all means, tell us who we missed.
Yes, because I
Tell
know
us
we
what we
missed
missed.
shit. I will tell you right now, people are going to say Love Bites, and that is definitely a ballad.
Oh yeah,
Whether
yeah.
you like it or
Hysteria is a ballad.
what do you say?
Hysteria is a ballad.
Yeah, you could. Yeah. Oh, do you mean the album or just the song?
No, I mean the song. Yeah. Well, the album damn near.
Right?
But yeah, Love Bites for sure. I can't.
No, I'm with you, dude. There's so many songs.
I would rather listen to House of Pain by Faster Pussycat.
Oh my God. You know, it's
Thank you.
funny. I kind of got a soft spot in my heart for that ballad. I'm not gonna
It's
lie.
fine.
I'm
Yeah,
not
it's
gonna
fine.
lie. Um, but we said earlier in the conversation, there's so many bands and songs we missed.
Hmm.
We know this. You know what I
Yes,
mean?
absolutely.
We're not doing it on purpose for engagement. It's like I just said, we need like 3 hour show to do this. And last time I
Well,
checked, even though you got a bald head, you're not Joe Rogan, and we're not
no,
doing any
thank God.
fucking 3 hour podcasts.
Well, and I think that look, if we've been able to kind of rattle this stuff off, I to be really, really transparent, I did zero research and I spent about 8 minutes and I just typed that.
But the thing that's cool about that is it shows you that we needed to do a Rushmore on this.
Yeah,
And it shows you that we could have an hour long conversation about this because I did
easily.
exactly what you did.
But what I'm saying is if we actually did research,
Oh my God.
it would be like a 10-part series on,
It could easily be that, dude.
and like who wants that?
No, I don't
Not
want that.
you.
No, I don't want that.
So
No, but you know what? Like, we just say it one more time. Like, we do appreciate you guys listening and like talk to us because to me,
yeah.
we like talking to each other and having a cool conversation, but it's so much cooler when you guys are throwing stuff in also because then it gets other people talking. And like the reason why I did this podcast, 4 years ago, whatever it's been now, 5 years ago, was I just wanted people to listen to music more. And
Mhm.
I just wanted to have an opportunity to talk to people that were famous and, musicians I admired and just, and it's been a great ride. So thank
For
you
sure.
guys
Yes.
for getting involved with Mixtapes 2.0. And it's been a blast. And as you can tell, we've had a ton of great guests. Go back into the archives and check us out if this is the first time you found us. We forgot about Tough.
I didn't.
Tough had a ballad. Um,
Sure.
I mean, there's so many. I mean,
You could name. You could. It's like
name
throwing
a band
darts. I
from
mean,
from '83 to '92
Yeah.
that was in that genre,
Yep.
and you're getting a ballad or three
Yeah. I
or
mean,
five or Great
fucking
White.
Judas,
Great
Great
White.
White, like Judas Priest had arguable power ballads.
Yeah.
Night Comes Down off Defenders of the Faith, my favorite Priest record. That's basically a power ballad for
I,
all intents and purposes.
yeah, it's almost like you can't. Yeah, it's
Princess
wild.
of the Dawn by Accept. You've got, there's ballads were a thing.
I'm going to just say this guy's name because no one's going to bring it up. Yngwie
Michael Bolton.
Malmsteen. Yngwie Malmsteen was
Oh
very
yeah.
ballad oriented in like on the Odyssey record,
Oh yeah.
and even Trilogy.
Yep.
Had
No, for sure. I think, but especially Odyssey because he had, Jolyn Turner now.
fuck.
So,
Yeah. I mean,
and why not?
if you're ever gonna get into Yngwie and you're not a guitar player, Odyssey's
Why would
probably
you
the.
get into Yngwie if you weren't a guitar player?
I think you could get into that Odyssey record if you're not a guitar player.
I think
I
it's
do.
I think it's tough.
But that's the record
Not the
though.
band.
He's very.
That would be the record.
He's
Yes.
very neutered on that record compared to anything else he's done.
Yeah. Well, he was trying to do the Rainbow with Jolyn Turner thing, so he got Jolyn Turner.
Yeah.
And
You're not
I
wrong.
mean, it's there's some great stuff.
I like that record. I do.
Yeah, I do too. That's the last one I liked.
I'm on the same page with you on that.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that was enough.
Absolutely.
What are they supposed to listen to?
Well, I want to give you one other thing real quick because
Oh,
I want to throw this in for our listeners because I think this is very interesting. Power ballads stop when we've been talking about like 92, right? I'm sure like 93 and 94, there's some
Yeah.
songs snuck in there.
Yeah.
Can you consider any of the grunge bands having power ballads?
No.
Because they're not singing about love?
I think the intention is different.
Because Pearl Jam Black could definitely be a power ballad.
But I think part of the power is like big heavy guitar. And there's no big heavy guitar.
Pearl Jam Black, go back and listen to it. It's got some.
I don't think there's enough. It ain't metal.
It's not metal, and that's I think, but isn't it interesting to think about that though? Like,
sure, you could, but by that rationale, it's like I don't know, is fucking Rooster a power ballad?
But it makes you think because then it's like, what are you taking out of the equation for it not to be called a power ballad anymore?
I think my thing with the '90s and the grunge bands in particular is it's the intent.
Yeah.
Like they were writing from a totally different mindset.
Totally different mindset.
And dynamics, absolutely. Big wide dynamics, sure. Not power ballads.
All right. So listening, we have to talk about something that that coincides with the show. There's my 25-cent word. Man, what would I tell people to listen to? Man, this is it's tough, right? Because I'm trying to think of an album that had a couple of power ballads on it.
Sure.
All right. Listen to the self-titled Winger record. Because I think Hungry, while it's not a power ballad, it's an interesting song. So that's the one I'm going to choose. See how much you can get through, and just marvel in how great but different Heading for a Heartbreak is compared to all of the ballads that we chose today.
Yeah, I think that one, that song really kind of stands on its own.
It does.
Like it's in a different league in a lot of ways.
It is.
So the album I am going to, I'm just fucking listen to REO Speedwagon, High Infidelity.
There you go.
It's a great record. And I mean, there's Keep on Loving You. I swear there's another song on there that's about.
Oh, there has to be.
But like great guitar playing. Kevin Cronin's voice is awesome. That album was like
Yep.
killer,
That's a good
killer.
choice.
It's a great record. And honestly, because I forgot about that song, god damn it, go listen to that record.
There you go.
Because I might.
Might's the key word.
I might pull out that vinyl. It's like I remember loving that record.
Oh, that's amazing. Well, before we get out of here, is there anything else we want to add?
No, I mean I think yeah, hop in the discussion. Check out the Patreon if you're so inclined. We do have a free episode up right now, so you can see kind of what you're looking at.
Yeah, nice.
And subscribe, like, follow.
Yeah.
Just keep being you, folks.
Yes, amen on that. And like I always say at the end of every episode, be good yourselves, be good others, and text a friend, see how they're doing, and tell them you found a great new podcast called Mixtapes. Talk to you guys soon.